In this lecture, you are going to learn about wireless LANs. Wireless communication is one of the fastest growing technologies. The demand for connecting devices without the use of cables is increasing everywhere. Wireless LANs can be found on college campus, in office buildings, and in many public areas. In this chapter, mainly, we concentrate on two promising wireless technologies for LANs. First one, IEEE 802.11 wireless LANs, sometimes called wireless Ethernet, and Bluetooth, a technology for small wireless LANs. Although both protocols need several layers to operate, we concentrate mostly on the physical and data link layers. Although both protocols need several layers to operate, we concentrate mostly on the physical and data link layers. The first one is IEEE 802.11. IEEE has defined the specifications for a wireless LAN called IEEE 802.11, which covers the physical and data link layers. See, whenever just now I told about a brief idea about wireless technologies like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi hotspot. So these all are having some specifications. So these are all defined from the IEEE standards. So those IEEE standards, simply we call them IEEE 802.11. Anywhere if you found that 802.11 means that's a wireless technology. You can observe in the in your mobile also. Let us see first one, architecture. The standard defines two kinds of services. The first one, the basic services set, and second one, the extended service set. When we discuss about basic service set, in this IEEE 802.11 defines the basic service set as the building block of a wireless LAN. A basic service set is made of stationary or mobile wireless stations and an optimal and optional central base station known as the access point. Just look at the figure 1. It shows two sets in this standard. The BSS without an AP is a stand-alone network and cannot send data to other BSS. Here BSS means basic service set, that is we are discussing now. It is called an ad hoc architecture. In this architecture, stations can form a network without the need of an AP. AP means access point. They can locate one another and agree to be part of a BSS. A BSS with an AP is sometimes referred to as an infrastructure network, which is usually a wide LAN. The distribution system connects the APs in the BSS. IEEE 802.11 does not restrict the distribution system. It can be any IEEE LAN such as an Ethernet. You must note that the extended service set uses two types of stations. First one, mobile, and second one, stationary. The mobile stations are normally stations inside a BSS. The stationary stations are AP stations that are part of a wide LAN. Just look at the figure 2. It shows an ESS means extended service set of one another can communicate without the use of an AP. However, communication between two stations in two different BSS usually occurs via two APs. The idea is similar to communication in a cellular network if we consider each BSS to be a cell and each AP to be a base station. Note that a mobile station can belong to more than one BSS at the same time. Let us see station types. IEEE 802.11 defines three types of stations based on their mobility in a wireless LAN. First one, no transition. Second one, BSS transition, and third one, ESS transition mobility. A station with no transition mobility is either stationary or moving only inside a BSS. A stationary with BSS transition mobility can move from one BSS to another, but the movement is confined inside one ESS. A station with ESS transition mobility can move from one ESS to another. However, IEEE 802.11 does not guarantee that communication is continuous during the move. You just look at 802.11, it's a version ABGN, and release, when was it released? Now the latest wireless LAN is wireless LAN version is 802.11n, so which was released in 2009. Wireless LAN standards we are using 802.11n and above.